their choice. They're quitters, that's what they do. That wasn't my choice. They walked out of here. And if they think that they're gonna walk back in, they have another thing coming.
Each year, Abby has to sign this stupid contract that locks us in for a year. And in that year, you can't leave her studio, short of death.
You will not get past this front desk without these being signed.
Where's Kelly's?
Kelly called me names. Kelly quit. Kelly boo-hooed, and her kids are lazy socks.
We feel that Kelly is a part of our team.
Jill, did you come here because Kelly's kids were here? You want to be loyal to somebody? It should be me.
This is the hardest thing for me because my kids want to dance, and I don't know how long I can hold off.
You took Maddie and put her on the same level as the rest of those kids. We didn't. We worked our butts off with your kids. Make a decision.
Well, I brought Kendall here to dance. I need her to dance. I want her to dance. That's my decision.
Finished. Make a decision right now. You either choose the Abby Lee Dance Company or you can go play with Brooke and Paige.
Well, my kids are not going to be playing. They're going to be dancing.
I'm disappointed in Melissa and Jill. We had worked so hard. It was like all of that was in vain.
Time is ticking, ladies.
At this point, I think Holly and I have really done as much as we can do. We have said we're not going back in without Kelly, and Abby's like, so don't let the door hit you in the ass on the way out. All right, let's do it. Okay, goes the contract. I think Kelly needs to go in and fight for herself and her daughters. So if Kelly comes to you and they say that they want to be back on this team, you would listen?
I would certainly listen to them.
I just want today to be the last day for this.
She made us sign the contract.
I'm gonna go in there and I am gonna get my kids back on that team.
Hi, Kelly, how are you?
Good, how are you?
So why do you want to come back? You hate it
I
here.
don't want to come back. My kids want to come back.
But
And every single mother
And
in
where's-
the group and kid in the group wants us here.
you called me a whore. You made fun of my weight. You gave me the finger.
And you called my kids stupid.
They are. They make
But-
dumb choices.
I don't want to argue with you anymore. I want you to get over the that happened with us 30 years ago and treat my kids like you treat everybody else in this studio. That's what I want.
Well, I don't want your kids to be mediocre. I want them to be amazing. And if they're not willing to be amazing, then hit the door.
I don't know what the woman wants me to say. I mean, my kids want to be back on the team. They tried out for the team. They made it. They should be on the team. I've just come to the decision, as hard as it's going to be for me to go in there and kiss up to that woman, I'm going to do it.
Here's your contract. Get in there, girls.
Kelly hands me her contract without a peep. There it is, signed, her signature. Now let's just see if she can keep that mouth shut. Ladies, last week we went to a competition in Fort Wayne, Indiana. There were over 1,000 people there just to see the Abby Lee Dance Company. While you all were out in the parking lot, Sophia was in here, learning. As you can clearly see, we don't have a pyramid here. Chloe, Nia, Maddie, Mackenzie, Kendall, you all realize, with the exception of Sophia, that you are on probation. You are all on the same playing field.
Abby chooses one kid in the studio that she focuses on. Now Maddie did something to piss Abby off, and now she's moving on to somebody else.
That's what all of you wanted. You didn't like the pyramid, moms. You want all the kids to be treated equal. That's what you got.
Chloe's worked her butt off for Abby, and she won a national title. And now Abby's gonna replace her with some girl off the street?
Jackie, you're okay with your kid being a winner. I know that I can count on her, that she's a team player. And Jackie, I watched you in the dressing room. I watched you help everybody with their hair. I watched you be kind to all the other women. And I appreciate that.
Jackie seems like she's this perfect mom, but I've heard a lot of things about her, and I don't know, she doesn't seem so perfect.
This week, we are going to Ohio. The group routine is called Red Carpet Special. It's a really sassy, hot, funky number. Sophia, you are doing a solo called Superstar. I think you did an outstanding job last week, and I want to see a repeat of the same thing.